An Austin police officer is temporarily off the job now after being involved in a crash that APD admits was her fault.
But this isn't the first time this officer has been suspended for the way she drives. The most recent crash happened in South Austin at the intersection of South Congress and William Cannon. KXAN City reporter Reagan Hackleman is there live, and there are conflicting stories about what really happened.
Well, Robert, that's correct. The intersection is actually South Congress and Slaughter Lane. I apologize about that. Let's go ahead and tell you what happened. Traffic on that day on Slaughter Lane had a green light. Traffic here on Congress had a red light. The APD officer was responding to that Walmart gas station over there. They had to run the light. APD says the officer inched their way into the intersection. The driver that officer hit said the APD car was actually going about 20 to 30 miles per hour. At first, APD said it was the other driver's fault. Now they're saying it was their officer's fault.
Kara Clark is without a car right now thanks to an Austin police officer.
The light turned green, car in front of me went and I went.
What Clark didn't know was at the same time an Austin police officer was responding to a call at a gas station across the street. According to the police report, Officer Lori Noriega had her lights and sirens on well in advance of inching through the intersection. But that's not how Clark remembers it.
I didn't hear any sirens and I didn't see any lights. And then as I was almost out of the intersection, I heard a siren and I looked to my right and a police car was like 2 feet from me and plowed into me.
Neither Clark nor the officer were injured. The damage to Clark's 4-day-old car, $11,000.
Train our officers, and we expect them to make sure that it is safe for them to proceed against that red light.
At first, APD blamed Clark for not yielding to an emergency vehicle, but after further investigation, APD determined it was Officer Noriega's fault.
Obviously, because she got into a collision, it was not safe for her to clear that intersection, and that's what she's receiving the suspension for.
The suspension isn't the officer's first. Back in June, Officer Noriega was suspended for 1 day after being distracted by her onboard computer at the same intersection and hitting another car. Clark's happy APD is finally taking responsibility for the accident.
I would like for them to get me a brand new car since it was 4 days or 5 days old, but I'd just be happy if they paid for the damages.
Now, the city of Austin did file a claim against Clark's insurance to actually pay for the APD car that was damaged. We did ask about that, and we're told that the city lawyers are looking into that. APD also says Officer Noriega did try to activate her dash camera, but because of technical reasons, it did not start recording anything until after the crash took place. Reporting live in South Austin, Reagan Hackleman, KXAN Austin News.
And looking in depth now, the Austin Police Department will be getting a new digital dash camera system starting in January. 550 APD vehicles will be installed with new dashboard cameras along with 75 motorcycles. The whole installation process will take about 14 months and cost taxpayers $15 million.